Jelly Bellies. They're good. Most times. I mean, we all know that Tutti Frutti is the bomb and cotton candy cannot be beat, except by bubblegum. But I'm not specifically here to talk about those ones today because there are a lot of terrible ones. For some reason, someone at the JellyBelly HQ is just not the best at thinking of flavors. Granted, you'll see the ones that are usually the worst in their collections are part of a different set, so I will cut them some slack. But when JellyBelly comes up with some bad flavors, oh boy does it ever come up with some bad flavors. So let's start it off with the one that everyone knows, Bean Boozled. Basically, if you don't know what Bean Boozled is, it's this game where you can spin a wheel and it selects a color of jelly bean for you, and it can either be something like ripe cherry or discharge, you know, just something like that. It's basically a gamble. You never know which one you're gonna get. And I mean, I can appreciate a little gambling here and there, but not with beans. I like to keep my beans safe. Some of the flavors, though, that they want you to gamble with: rotten egg, baby wipes, black pepper. Like, that already sounds pretty bad. But trust me, it gets worse because they have flavors like booger, earwax, moldy cheese, and skunk spray. You tell me, would you want to take a risk and maybe get one of these guys? I don't think so. That's why this challenge is more of a one and done, and then you never want to play it again because you're very disappointed most times. Those were all in the first edition, but in the second edition they ended up adding canned dog food, centipede, stinky socks, dead fish, all these disgraceful flavors that no one's gonna want to even try. I never played this game because of that. I never wanted to take the risk, and I just didn't think that was fun. I'd much rather sit back and play a game of Monopoly. Up next, we have this little collection called Birdie's Bots. I guess this was like a Harry Potter thing if you're into that. It appeared in the movie as like this little Bean Boozled type game.
Birdie Bots, every flavor beans.
Except you knew exactly what flavors you were going to get. Like, you knew you were either going to get banana, candy floss, cherry when you picked out these colors, right? But then you were also kind of guaranteed to get black pepper, dirt, vomit. Like, who would want these? Who would buy these and say, yeah, I'm gonna eat the whole packet? These are not enticing at all, and you know which ones you're going to get. Half of them are destined to be garbage, and you know what they look like. And then the other half are alright. Like, I don't think it's a fair trade-off. Approximately 50% of the beans you have are gonna be wasted. The only reason you'd ever really want to buy this is if you were a collector of these things, right? But it is what it is. You always got your Harry Potter fans. They're gonna need their butter beer, they're gonna need their gilly water or whatnot. So let's just keep them satisfied and move on to our next ones. Now, these ones aren't particularly disgusting, but they are very interesting. So you can take a look at these ones. We got the giraffe, we got the champagne and the rosé, and I can tell you firsthand that these are actually pretty good, except for the rosé. I don't know about that one, but the giraffe, it definitely does have a nice resemblance to a good old glass of beer. The champagne is nice, thorough, and it's also got that sugary taste that, you know, is not too bad. And just like the real thing, you can still ingest it and drive after. I'm just kidding, that was a joke. But our next ones we have were actually a challenge that I would like to try. These were the spicy Bean Boozled editions. Now, I know that we just covered the Bean Boozled, but I think these guys do deserve their own kind of segment to itself. It's basically a roulette of 5 different flavors of jelly bean, and the spiciness kind of ranges in like this order. So it's sriracha, jalapeno, cayenne, or however you pronounce that, habanero, and then, as you all know, Carolina Reaper. I'd really like to give these ones a try. If any of you have the whereabouts of where these guys would be staying, I need you to send me that address. Next were a few that I didn't think were entirely disgusting, but I don't think I'd be a personal fan of. We have the green tea jelly beans, and I know they love to make a lot of things green tea flavored, so I'm sure there's the green tea heads out there that are gonna love this one. And we also have the lychee. So specifically, these ones are more Japanese based, but still kind of on the weird spectrum for us here in the American area of the world. These next ones were part of the holiday series, and I mean, I understand, but still, you really don't want to be making ones like cranberry sauce, eggnog. I can guarantee you that nobody ever at Thanksgiving eats that cranberry sauce except for the weird uncle who just got to eat this Thanksgiving. Otherwise, it's just gonna sit there looking like it just came out of the can. And eggnog too, I can't imagine that's too good in a jelly bean. We know that buttered popcorn is not that good, and even chocolate's not that good in a jelly bean, which brings me to my last one here, which is chocolate and mint. Personally, I'm a fan of chocolate, but I can't stand mint. However, chocolate jelly beans are just terrible, in my opinion. But to have chocolate and mint together, that just sounds like hell on earth. If someone offered me to eat a bag of 50 of them, or kick a brick wall with a nail in between my toenails, I think I'd have to go with the latter and just suck it up, because I do not want to ever have to try this. This is just a fun little video though for me to make. I hope you guys liked it too. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.